So, for this whiplash, whip ass of a movie, we're going to talk about a few things. The girl, the binder, and the rush and drag effect. Omar, would you like to take one of those and run with it?
I'll take the girl. You can have the rest.
Oh, motherfucker. Every time. Fucking Omar.
So one of the kind of subplots of the film is Miles' relationship to this girl that he meets at college. And
in a very cute sort of way. She works at the classic little movie theater that he likes to go to.
Right.
Yeah.
And he goes with his dad, and that's kind of like their way to spend time together and whatnot.
Super cute.
For me, okay, well, let me just say that what basically happens in their relationship is that he asks her out. They kind of get together, have a couple dates. After a while, he is not where he wants to be in terms of his musicality and his ability to play what J.K. Simmons is throwing at him. So he ends things with her, and that kind of basically it dissolves. Nothing happens from it. And I just...
Would you call that a useful or useless relationship, Omar?
For me, it just seemed like something that was put in for strictly to hit some kind of mark. Like, okay, every Hollywood film has a relationship. Let's throw a relationship in there. And maybe we'll get a new audience or something. Like some people who might normally... And if you look at the trailer for the film, you'll see that the scene that they play at the diner with Miles and the young lady, I don't know what her name is, but if you look at that scene, it's shown like 3 times in the trailer because they only spend a certain amount of time together, kind of unraveling this relationship that they have, and it really just kind of nothing happens. They kind of like get into a relationship, it stays being a relationship-ish, and then it ends. And I guess, that's the way it kind of is in life. Sometimes you get in a relationship and it ends, but you get the sense that they wanted something more to happen there, and that there was some kind of connection that we were supposed to see between the two of them, and then it just kind of turns into nothing. And I don't really understand why it was in the movie, although I understand it happens often.
In reality?
Yeah, in reality. I understand it happens.
I felt like it was... so it's almost, not entirely, almost an all-male cast. So I think maybe they did it to have, just like you said, and keep at least some demographic and audience entertained and have some diversity there.
If I'm being blunt, I think they were trying to get more women to view the film, and so they added a relationship. And I think they thought that would appeal to a good lot of females.
At least 7 minutes of film for females. And I felt like the parallel to how that could, articulate to us normal people who can't, maintain relationships and be a badass drummer and a millionaire, right? Pick your poison. Is that, sometimes you just gotta have the balls to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the snacks, the cookies, the sleepovers, the tender, right? But we just I gotta cut you loose.
Yeah.
Gotta cut the bitch off. Why? Because you gotta chase bigger and better things. And he mentioned that she would want him to stop drumming or stop playing music, at least at that level.
Well, she wanted him to not be so stressed and so.
And the stress is what helps. That is the whole purpose of the damn Schaefer School.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it kind of propels him to be what, to achieve his dreams and everything. But I don't know. There's different measures of success.
You're never gonna fuck a model
like
bitch if you don't go through at least some measure of stress, unless you're third or second generation millionaire, which only happens if you got slave owner money. You know what I'm saying?
And
last names like Torres and Maldonado.
To bring it to a PC level, okay? To bring it a little bit PC, it's not always about, having all that. But for him, he saw it as something that was kind of a detractor. And for me, I don't see a big reason why it's in the film except to sell tickets. And to get couples to go, I guess.
Isn't that all the executive producer cares about?
I mean, a lot of it is to sell tickets. That's the reality of the film industry.
Reality.
Yeah.
So that's the girl. Now about the binder. So you're probably wondering if this character is such a fuck up and getting slapped, right, and just dicked around and shit. Why and how did he end up in this core band? And why the fuck is he the first chair? So it happens at one key part in the film when J.K. Simmons' character is very harshly giving them a good tongue lashing about their binders because it has all their music in it. He says, I better not see one of these fucking things just laying around. You need to keep it on you. It's all their music.
Yeah,
so
it's like I would relate it to I believe Full Metal Jacket or one
this is my rifle, this is my gun,
yeah.
This is for fighting, this is for fun. You're damn right.
Yeah, so if you don't have if you drop your rifle, if you leave your gun anywhere, then you're dead and you deserve to die. Basically.
Right, yeah. I mean, what's a samurai without his sword? I guess he's a judo master, but and that shit ain't gonna last long.
Samurais are pretty crazy. Yeah. Man. I like samurais a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to the samurai.
Shout out to samurai. Except the Tom Cruise samurai.
Yeah, Tom Cruise, Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, it's definitely shout out Samurai Jack. Shout out Afro Samurai. Hey, Samuel.
Getting all the colored samurai in.
Mustard on the B.O. But so Guy, first chair, like has to take a break, and he tells Miles' character to hold his binder. Because he's like second chair. He's like, fuck off, right? Do my PA. You're my PA. Bitch, you just an extra. Hold the binder. And in typical extra format, he forgot and left the binder down while he grabbed something out of a vending machine. Doesn't seem like a big deal. They're like 4 feet apart. But he has his back turned. Turns back around, the binder's gone. Here comes the first chair. Where the fuck's the binder? He doesn't know. Oh shit. And then we end up coming to back to J.K. Simmons. He's like, where the fuck were you guys? And he's like, I lost the binder. Yeah. And J.K. doesn't care that first chair let second chair hold the binder. He's like, no, fuck you. That was your responsibility. Oh, well, play without it. And he can't. Because first chair never memorized the music. However, Miles' character did. And that was his big fucking moment.
Yeah. So essentially his mistake was also he was kind of rewarded for it. But being a second chair, he didn't have much to do but sit there and look at the music and look at the music and practice and look at it. And so he was, by losing the binder in a way, he gave himself an opportunity to study and try hard, and then finally get his shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those lucky breaks. I mean, because he could have very well fucked it up. Because I don't think he had his binder either. Yeah. I think only first chairs got them, but that was crazy. And it's like that turn of events, and we also get a really good glimpse of J.K. Simmons' character, right? Being like, because we would think he would just come down all fire and brimstone on both of them, but
What's the saying? I think there's a saying. It's like success is when a lot of hard work meets like that little bit of luck.
Yeah, when opportunity meets skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, once you get that little opportunity, that little bit of luck, and you've worked hard and everything like that, and he just, by making a mistake, he was given that little bit of luck, and he did a pretty good job with it until the next guy showed up.
Right, and you have to watch all that. It's kind of difficult to explain the...
It becomes what happens. It becomes a contest, and it
makes them compete to bring the best out of them. And his ostensible purpose is for that. Those could have very well other motivations because he's trying to get this very masterful technique out of somebody, so he can have this one perfect performance. But it's nothing easy. It's a bloody knuckle fucking experience.
Yeah.
Now, on to the rush and drag effect. Not Russian Drags. That's a different film. Rush and Drag.
What film is that, Dom?
Oh, we'll get to that one later.
I don't know it.
It's an early Tarantino piece. So, about that. So, tardiness and timing and pacing kind of like work together in this film. In that we first see it when character Miles Teller is... he was told to show up for core band practice at 6 a.m. That's 0600. For those of you that not familiar, it's still dark outside from the night before. It's when vampires come out and shit like that, man. It's a scary fucking time.
It's like when alcoholics are just getting to sleep.
Just going to sleep. Like, it is the point where it's not a fun time to be doing things. But he wakes up running late, right? Aren't we all? Runs into the fucking band room and nobody's there. There's not even a fucking practice on the board. There's no schedule of any fucking practice. He sits there playing with the drums and goes the fuck to sleep. And then 3 hours later or some shit, practice starts. But it's like, wow, JK just did that to like, I don't know, to fuck with him or teach him discipline or to make sure his ass would be there.
Yeah. And it continues throughout. It's something that like continues to happen later on. He comes in late.
Right. He's always rushing.
Yeah.
And whether like sometimes it's him, sometimes the circumstances out of his control, he ends up dragging and shit just falls behind schedule and ends up costing him quite a bit.
It costs him his whole position at the school because
spoiler alert.
He gets this whole thing is a spoiler. But he comes in and says, J.K. Simmons says, well, you're not playing first chair because you didn't show up on time.
Right.
And he says, fuck that.
Right.
But J.K. Simmons he's HNIC, you know what I mean? He's that dude.
He got the juice. And but we see this constant like busyness and I think they did a good job cinematography there, just pacing that right, and they definitely make you feel the tension, right? Like you definitely are like, oh fuck, like it's just it's just moving so quick, you know?
It's a lot of movement, it's a lot of like speed. I don't know.
So shout out, is that Sharon Meyer, cinematographer? Great job. Yeah. Great work.
Yeah. So all in all, I think they did a really great job, and I wish we could talk more about.
But it's just so good that it's something you just have to experience on your own, you know. Because I personally was like, "Fuck this! It's not going to be that good." Except maybe JK, and JK was good, but it was an overall dope movie.
I think we should wrap it up. So I'm Omar Torres.
I'm Dom Maldonado.
This is In Reality, and Dom, where can they find you? Oh,
as usual, man, they can find me at letterboxd.com/Southern Scholar. How about yourself?
Oh, they can find me at letterboxd.com/The Man. And by the way, shout out to Letterboxd.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
I think we shouted them out once before, but shout out again.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
To Letterboxd and all the people on it.
Yeah. Thank you. Come friend us. Follow us. We'll follow back.
Yeah, maybe.